From the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota, you're watching A Show with Zay Frank.
OMG, we have a lot of housekeeping to do, don't we? Sometimes I screw up things in the physical world and I have that weird moment where I'm searching for an undo button that doesn't exist. Or I remember a line from a book and I grab that book off a shelf and I experience a strange void in the top right corner of the cover where a search box should be. I remember when I was first learning 3D software, designing landscapes and trees and things like that, and I remember taking a walk in Brooklyn and passing a bicycle which cast a soft blue shadow under a streetlight and thinking, how did they do that? Sometimes I feel like the physical world doesn't give me the opportunities to manipulate it like the virtual world does. But the physical world has some tricks up its sleeve. So there was this guy who bought a stroller called a Bugaboo, and after he had pushed his little bebe around for a while, a piece of it broke. Not the bebe, the stroller. It was a tiny little piece, but the company that made the stroller charged $250 for it, which is kind of silly unless that piece can fart gold dust, which it can't. So instead he used 3D software to create a 3D model of that piece, and he uploaded that model to a site called Shapeways. Shapeways used a 3D printer to print that model in stainless steel, and they shipped it to him for $25. Amazeballs. And the cool thing is that site has a place to upload your model, so now anyone with a broken Bugaboo can get that part for cheap. Enter my friend Bree Pettis. I consider him the Wolverine for geeks, even though I guess technically Wolverine is Wolverine for geeks. Point is, he looks a little like Wolverine, and he's really cool. Bree not only wanted people to be able to design things and have them 3D printed, he actually wanted people to have those 3D printers in their homes. So he created a much more affordable version of a 3D printer called the Replicator, and he has a site called Thingiverse where people show each other how to make all kinds of things. Someone even made a replicator by using a replicator to print it. And here's the cool part. He sent me one for us to play with. Amazeballs. It takes plastic wire and melts it at high temperatures and then prints things out while making the coolest noises ever. We did a test print of a photo where we had the whites and blacks and grays on different heights, but we screwed up and printed the heights the wrong way around. On a whim, I flipped it around and held it up to the light, and it looked super cool, neato rad. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a big light panel of some of your faces. Go to the ashow.zayfrank.com page and look for the light wall face mission and upload a picture of your face. Just your face on a plain background, and try not to have any expression on your face. Look innocent. I'm also going to ask you to include a short sentence of one thing that you hope for in the next year, 32 characters or less. We'll try to make as many as we can. Why are we making these? For the museum exhibit, of course. We are going to team up with the amazing Nina Simon at the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History to put on an exhibit. This is a room we need to fill. We can change it any way we want. This is a room next door we can use to make things in. And we can also do things in this room. We'll start filling the room in December, but in January we'll plan a week or two where we can all get together and meet and make stuff. And maybe we'll have a talent show or a werewolf competition. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. The point is, we have a lot to plan and do, so put a duck in your calendar. Speaking of things that are going to be in the museum, here's a quick note from Britton Lafee, who's just started to work on the life jacket.
Hi guys, it's Britton. The first batch of diary entries arrived today. If you haven't submitted one yet, it's not too late. Just mail it to Zay. I'm really excited to get to work on our life jacket, and I'll give you progress updates as I go. Bye for now.
It's exciting, right? I'm excited.
Bye bye, it's the bye bye. Bye bye, it's the bye.